They hauled bizarre cargo, clashed with competitors, and kept us hooked with every unpredictable mile. But what really happened to the cast of Shipping Wars once the cameras stopped rolling? Some vanished from the spotlight, some built million-dollar empires, and one beloved star left us far too soon. This is the truth behind Shipping Wars. Where are they now? And trust me, you won't believe what Johnny Chavez is doing today. Before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes updates on your favorite reality TV legends. Because today, we're going full throttle down memory lane. If Shipping Wars had a rock star, it was Marc the Big Rig Springer. Big beard, big rig, even bigger attitude. Marc wasn't just hauling freight, he was hauling a persona. And fans loved it. From the second he rolled onto screen in Season 2, Marc stood out. Loud, stubborn, grizzled, and proud, a former motorcycle salesman turned U-ship renegade. While other drivers were second-guessing jobs, Marc dove in headfirst, tackling the biggest loads with zero fear. And he had the catchphrases to match. But after the final season wrapped, what happened to Marc? Did he ride off into the sunset like a reality TV cowboy? Not quite. After Shipping Wars ended, Marc Springer did the exact opposite of disappearing. He used the show's momentum to build his own freight empire. He launched a specialized heavy-hauling company called Snort and Bore Transport, complete with custom rigs, company merch, and a loyal client base. The man who once wrangled massive cargo on reality TV now does it for real with even higher stakes. Marc also turned into something of a brand in the trucking world, attending expos, speaking at industry events, and giving advice to aspiring haulers on how to get started. And yes, he still rocks the beard. He's also known for sharing behind-the-scenes clips on social media, Instagram Reels, Facebook Live videos, and the occasional YouTube Q&A where he's still brutally honest and hilariously grumpy. But here's what fans really appreciate. Behind the larger-than-life persona, Marc Springer is the real deal. He's always been a family man, a loyal worker, and someone who never faked it for the cameras. In interviews, Marc has said the show helped his career, but he never let it go to his head. Unlike many reality TV stars who chase fame, Marc chased horsepower. He's currently based in Washington State, still running his business, still hauling insane loads, and still living that long-haul life on his own terms. So, while the cameras stopped rolling, Marc Springer never slowed down. He's proof that not every reality star flames out. Some shift gears, floor it, and keep on trucking. Up next, we check in on Shipping Wars' most iconic duo, Robbie Welsh and Hanna, the hotshot couple. And trust me, their story takes some wild turns. They were the power couple of Shipping Wars. Young, attractive, efficient, and always one step ahead of the competition. Hanna and Robbie Welsh, known to fans as the hotshot couple, were hauling freight and breaking hearts from their very first episode. With their sleek black trailer, sharp communication skills, and undeniable chemistry, they were the modern Bonnie and Clyde of the shipping world, minus the crime spree. But what fans really loved was that they weren't just business partners, they were a couple, raising a child, building a life, and chasing contracts all across the US. So when they suddenly disappeared after Season 5, fans were left with questions. And trust us, their real-life story is full of unexpected turns. After their exit from Shipping Wars, and Robbie decided to focus on their independent business, FCC Transport, a legitimate freight and logistics company based out of South Carolina. They left the reality TV chaos behind and leaned into real-world success. Robbie stepped back from the spotlight to focus on family and business strategy, while continued to handle logistics and operations. For a while, they kept a low profile. No press tours, no reunion shows, just straight hustle. But then, the Instagram era happened. Around 2017, Robbie made a quiet but powerful return to the spotlight through Instagram, posting trucking updates, family moments, and even glam shots that reminded fans she hadn't lost her edge. Her social following exploded. Fans flocked to her page to ask about Shipping Wars, about Chris, about life on the road, and she answered many of them with humor and honesty. Meanwhile, Chris remained more behind the scenes, still deeply involved in FCC transport, helping scale the business as it took on larger contracts and diversified into new freight areas. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Rumors, relationship trouble, and what we know. By 2019, eagle-eyed fans noticed something strange. Fewer photos of Chris on Robbie's feed. No family selfies, no anniversary posts. Rumors started swirling. Some fans speculated that the couple had split. Others thought they were just protecting their privacy. Robbie never officially confirmed a breakup, but her social media slowly evolved into solo updates, fitness content, and trucking insights. To this day, it's unclear whether Chris and Robbie are still together romantically. But one thing's for sure, they remain co-owners of their business and co-parents to their child. And in the world of reality TV romances, that's a rare kind of maturity. Whether they're a couple or not, Chris and Robbie made their mark. They showed viewers what a sharp, modern freight team could look like, and proved that good logistics and good communication can go a long way, both on the road and at home. Their legacy? A generation of couples who now dream of buying a trailer, starting a business, and chasing the American highway together. Coming up next, we check in on one of the most unforgettable characters of the entire show, Roy Garber, the handyman. And this part of the story? It's going to hit you right in the heart. He was the tough-talking, no-nonsense vet of the show, a master negotiator, a precision hauler, and the man who could outbid, outhaul, and outwit just about anyone. Roy Garber, aka the Handyman. From the very first episode of Shipping Wars, Roy commanded attention. He didn't need gimmicks, he didn't play games. He showed up, got the job done, and made sure you knew exactly what not to do along the way. But beyond the gruff exterior was a man fans grew to love. He had a soft spot for animals, especially his black cat Muffy, who traveled everywhere with him. And underneath all the sarcasm and sass, Roy was deeply respected in the industry for his skill, work ethic, and trucker instincts. In January 2014, fans were devastated to learn the unthinkable. Roy Garber passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack. He was just 49 years old. The news came as a shock. Even his castmates were blindsided. Many of them posted emotional tributes, remembering Roy not just as a fierce competitor, but as a mentor and friend. The Shipping Wars crew paused filming in his honor. Episodes aired with dedications, and fans flooded social media with messages of heartbreak and gratitude. Before Shipping Wars, Roy was already something of a legend in the freight world. He owned and operated RB's Team Transport, ran his own construction and remodeling business, and was considered one of the best independent contractors in the game. He lived in New Hampshire, raised a son, and never sought the spotlight, until reality TV found him. Even on the show, Roy wasn't there for the fame. He was there to prove a point that the old-school way of hauling, smart, strategic, and solo, could beat out flashy gimmicks every time. And honestly, he was right. To this day, Roy Garber's legacy is deeply felt. His fans still rewatch his episodes. Truckers still quote his lines. And his cat, Muffy, even became a symbol of the bond between man, machine, and the open road. He remains one of the most iconic figures in shipping reality TV history. Roy didn't just transport exotic items. He transported a generation of viewers into the world of independent freight hauling. He made it cool. He made it competitive. He made it real. And he left a hole in the Shipping Wars universe that's never quite been filled. Johnny Chavez was Shipping Wars' ultimate enigma. No shouting matches, no flashy entrances, no reality TV antics. Just a quiet man, a powerful rig, and a laser focus on getting the job done. While the rest of the cast fought for camera time or made big personalities part of their business model, Johnny just let his work speak for itself. He wasn't there for the drama, he was there for the delivery. And then, he vanished. After season 5, Johnny completely disappeared from the public eye. No cast reunions, no spin-off appearances, no tell-all interviews or trucker conventions, nothing. Just radio silence. So what happened? Turns out the mystery of Johnny Chavez is almost as fascinating as the man himself. After leaving the show, insiders say Johnny returned to private long-haul trucking. But not just any kind of hauling, specialized, high-value cargo runs, the kind that require precision, confidentiality, and zero room for error. Sources in the industry say he formed his own independent LLC and has been contracting under the radar ever since. He's reportedly rejected every opportunity to come back to television, even when offered big money. Why? Because according to those who know him, Johnny never cared for the spotlight. Fame was a side effect, not the goal. He's said to have lived through the reality TV whirlwind and decided it just wasn't for him. No merch lines, no sponsored posts, no trucking TikToks. Just back to doing what he does best, hauling freight, keeping it low profile, and staying in motion. And get this, some fans even call him the John Wick of the shipping world. Think about it, he's a lone wolf with unmatched skills, rarely seen, always respected, and somehow more iconic because of his total silence. He's become a myth within the trucking community. Some say they've seen him at gas stations in Texas or truck stops in Nevada. Always polite, always low-key, and never willing to talk about the show. In a world where everyone's online and oversharing, Johnny Chavez made disappearing cool. While many Shipping Wars stars tried turning fame into fortune, Johnny chose freedom over followers. And maybe that's the most badass move of all. No cameras, no audience, just a man, a machine, and the open road ahead. From the mysterious silence of Johnny Chavez, to the entrepreneurial fire of Robbie and Chris, to the thunderous presence of Marc the Big Rig Springer, and of course, the unforgettable legacy of Roy Garber. Shipping Wars wasn't just a quirky reality show about oversized loads and bidding wars. It was a love letter to the road, to the unsung heroes who grind every day behind the wheel. These weren't actors. They were real people, with real stories, real hustle, and real heart. Their journeys didn't end when the show did. They just shifted gears. Some vanished into the quiet, some built empires, and some never stopped hauling. And if there's one thing Shipping Wars taught us, it's this. No matter how strange the load or wild the route, there's always someone out there ready to ship it. If you loved this deep dive into the Shipping Wars cast, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss a trip down memory lane. Got a favorite cast member or crazy episode moment? Drop it in the comments. We read them all, and stay tuned because this is just the beginning. We've got more updates, more behind-the-scenes scoops, and more stories from the wild world of reality TV coming your way. Until next time, keep it rolling and keep it real.